business mogul Moshood Abiola. The president called on the sons and daughters of Ijebuland and the country as a whole to be more united and bounded in the spirit that the late Awujale of Ijebuland left behind. President Tinubu thanked the Ogun State Governor Dakpo Abiodun for caring for the late Awujale, whom he described as a father and a leader of conscience, tradition, and great value. The chairman, House of Representatives Committee on the Review of the Constitution, the Deputy Speaker, Mr. Benjamin Kalu, has disclosed that 87 prioritized constitutional amendment bills are currently being worked on in the ongoing review exercise. The Deputy Speaker made the disclosure at the Constitutional Review public hearing in Owerri, the center covering Imo and Abia State. He said the bills cut across critical national issues such as judicial independence, state policing, electoral reform, gender inclusivity, fiscal federalism, and local government autonomy. Mr. Benjamin Kalu also called on Nigerians to actively participate in the constitutional review process, demanding transparency and accountability from lawmakers and other public office holders. He emphasized that constitutional reform is a process and not an event, stressing that citizens' continued engagement is crucial for ensuring that reforms are implemented in letter and spirit. A statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Deputy Speaker, Mr. Levinus Gugu, said a public hearing taking place simultaneously across the southern region of the country is part of ongoing efforts at reviewing and amending the 1999 Constitution, with stakeholders and citizens contributing their ideas and suggestions to shape the country's future. The statement added that the Deputy Speaker, upon arrival in Owerri, led a delegation of the members of the Constitutional Review Committee on a courtesy call on Imo State Governor Senator Hope Uzodinma, formally briefing him on their mission to Imo State. Now, stakeholders at the Southwest Zonal Center of the Constitutional Review Committee exercise have called for true federalism practice, state police, and devolution of power, amongst others, to shaping Nigeria's democratic system. The stakeholders from Lagos, Ogun, and Oyo states and their governments spoke separately during the public hearing organized by the Southwest Zonal Center A in Lagos, acknowledging the challenges involved in the constitutional review process, urging that the committee consider fairness and fact against sentiments. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, represented by his deputy Obafemi Hamzat, emphasized the need for state policing to ameliorate insecurity faced in different parts of the country. This is as representative of the Southwest Conference of Nigeria Speakers, Mr. Oludaisi Olusegun Elemide, in supporting the demands, stressed that the role of traditional rulers should be captured in the constitution of the country. The Nigerian Labour Congress, on the other hand, demanded that it should remain in the exclusive list, while other groups in their request called for women inclusion, state creation, and local government autonomy, to mention but a few. Earlier, Chairman of the Southwest Zonal Center A of the Constitutional Review, Mr. Isiaka Ibrahim, assured of the committee's fairness and transparency in delivering its mandate. In a bid to discuss police performance and gather feedback, the Karo Police Division has held an interactive session with the Police Community Relations Committee, PCRC, and community members. The event, which was held at the Karo Divisional Police Station premises, marked a significant step towards fostering a better relationship between the police and the community. Here is the report as presented from our studios. Speaking during the session, the Divisional Police Officer, DPO of Karo, CSP Langie Lakuru, emphasized the need for community partnership in tackling security challenges and also highlighted the challenges facing the police, including inadequate manpower and logistics.
Inadequate manpower to man strategic locations, even though this is a national challenge and therefore not peculiar to Karo Division alone. 2. Inadequate logistic mobility for effective policing of the wide area of jurisdiction. The division currently has only one functional patrol vehicle.
The PCRC chairman of Karo Division Are Lanre Ajayi said the forum was necessary to facilitate effective collaboration between the police and the community. Lanre Ajayi also emphasized the importance of community support, particularly in providing resources such as equipment, money, and vehicles to aid the police in their duties.
They cannot do it without the support of the community of the area they are serving. They are all the time in the police station here. That is why we have Police Community Relation Committee. Police Community Relation Committee serve and bridge the gap between the police and the community. What is the responsibility of the police? And what is the responsibility of the community to the police? To be able to maintain that peace, protect life and property. We have a role to play. So all of us, two of us, the police and the community, must always be in action in order to sustain any peace anywhere. So the platform, the Peace Advocacy platform, is for the community individuals to be a member, to rub minds on the welfare of the police.
On his part, the Sakaru Karo and Chairman Karo Traditional Council, Joseph Danfulani, expressed satisfaction with the DPO's efforts, scoring him high in terms of his relationship with the community and protecting the community.
I give him kudos of credit for that. The way he handles issues, I love it.
The forum demonstrated the importance of community policing, with the police and community working together to address security challenges, as well as highlights the DPO's commitment to transparency and accountability in his willingness to receive feedback from the community. Richard Alechinoanyebe, Aso Television News. The Nasarawa State University, KEFI, has become the host and anchor of Potential Robotics Center for Afro-Asia Innovation Incubation Hub in Nigeria. Our correspondent, Topsy Gimba, has the details.
The President, Home Health Aid Training Institute, New York, United States of America, Ambassador Dr. Maria Santiago stated this while signing a Memorandum of Understanding MOU initiated by the President and BBTF, Architect Dr. Robert Bob Achanya, between Nasarawa State University, KEFI, and the Home Health Aid Training Institute, HHAITI, New York, USA, in Abuja. In a groundbreaking ceremony, the initiator of the MOU, Architect Dr. Robert Bob Achanya, said the occasion marked a bold and transformative step towards reshaping Nigeria's health innovation, elder care infrastructure technology, and industrial development strategy.
A synergy that is leading to the high-level performance by the Vice Chancellor of the Nasarawa State University. And indeed, I'm so proud that I'm an alumnus of this university. What I'm seeing in her is expectedly beyond what I anticipated, and that is to say that this synergy is going to bring another force in community health relationship in this country. What Ambassador Santiago is trying to do with the university through this linkage, I think, is going to be very impactful on society. And God willing, in the next couple of months, we'll be seeing some of the first fruits. We'll be putting all that together. And the Nigeria-Bangladesh Business and Technology Forum, Ajaokuta Chamber of Commerce, as well as the Ojone Foundation, are all behind doing all that is needful for us to have a wonderful hub in Nasarawa State University, as approved by Her Excellency, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Sada Tuliman.
On her part, the President, Home Health Aid Training Institute, New York, USA, Ambassador Dr. Maria Santiago, said the initiative will transform Nigeria's health sector and, by extension, Africa.
It stands for a great collaboration, one that the world will see and come to understand that on a Saturday morning it's worth getting up and coming out and deliberating on plans that would move the world in a complete different direction, robotically, health-wise, and give strength to the community, letting them understand that we're not sleeping. We are for the community, we are for the lives of people, enhancing the lives, allowing seniors to understand that no senior will be left uncared for. under our watch together. Fast and forward in assuring that before December, we would have some new news to come back and bring to you. Sir, we believe in Nigeria as a whole, and every Nigerian will be in jubilee when we are finished with this project.
Responding, the Vice Chancellor, Nasarawa State University KEFI, Professor Sa'adatu Liman, said the MOU signed between the university and the Home Health Aid Training Institute would provide healthcare to Nigerians in both urban and rural settings. She said the choice of the Nasarawa State University KEFI is due to the fact that of its dynamic nature on research. She said the university will become a hub.
I believe is in terms of the zeal that the university is having when it comes to collaborating with partners to establish centers of excellence, and also in order to give back to the society, what part of the mandate of the university. Yes, most of the times societies are looking up to higher institutions of learning for solutions, and that is exactly what we are doing, partnering with some other institutions in order to come up with solutions to our problems in Nigeria and extended societies and communities, not only in Nigeria, but in this case, we are going to start with our communities in Nigeria, because definitely we need robots in the area of healthcare services, not only in our rural, urban areas, but back in the rural areas where some places where even you can see that the health experts do not have the ability to reach those places. We can have these robots reach those places and provide the necessary healthcare services that we are needing in those societies. So this is really a wonderful idea that will bring a paradigm shift in our country in the area of healthcare services.
An erudite professor and a pro-chancellor, Luz Mundi University, Umuahia, Abia State, Gabriel Okenwa, shed more light into the program.
At the level of growth that the Vice Chancellor, the person of Professor Liman, is actually spearheading and leading. So when I was informed about this collaboration by Dr. Ambassador Maria Santiago, I felt it is worthwhile for me to join and encourage this, because universities, like I heard her say during the meeting here, is for the interest of humanity. And when these things are done, it is to generalize what should be done for everybody to benefit. We are working towards one purpose, in the area of training, in the area of collaboration, and more particularly research, which universities are known for, like she rightly pointed out. The society, the wider group, of humanity wants to get what the universities that are referred to as citadel of learning, what they come up with to support in ensuring that things are done better. Because when things are done better, it is for the common good of all. To that effect, it is something that is worthwhile. It is something that must be encouraged. It is something that we are praising the Americans that came, ably led by Her Excellency Ambassador Dr. Chief Maria Santiago, and we are excited that this is taking a speed shape, in the sense that the way the Vice Chancellor of Nasarawa State University, Professor Liman, has coordinated this meeting showed that she has what it takes to be a sound leader and a transformational leader, and we're excited that things are happening. Let it go on. Let it go on, and we are proud that the best is yet.
The signing of the MOU was a great step in transforming the health sector in Nigeria by the time the implementation starts. Topsy Gimba, Aso Television, Abuja.
The chairman of Abuja Municipal Area Council, Mr. Christopher Zakame Ikalangu, has expressed outrage over the demolition of Kazana 2 community by a developer identified as Oceanic Properties and Equilibrium Concept. Mayor Kalangu made this known while addressing journalists and community members after inspecting the damages. A statement issued by the chairman's senior special assistant on media and public affairs, Mr. Kingsley Madaki, said the chairman appealed to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Minister of the FCT, Barrister Eze Wonyeson-Wike, for intervention in addressing the situation. Mayor Kalangu also urged to provide immediate resettlement for the affected community members who are currently homeless. The developers' action has been described as unjust and inhumane, with Mayor Kalangu stating that the community will not take it lying down. He emphasized that the community members are Nigerians and deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. The chairman noted that the developers' action is creating insecurity and displacement of people. Mayor Kalangu pointed out that there are measures and policies in place for compensating affected communities, but the developer chooses to disregard this. He expressed disappointment that the developer demolished the houses without notice or compensation, leaving the residents without shelter. The community members have been left traumatized and without access to their homes and belongings. The youth secretary of Kasana community, Diko Jazhi, described the demolition as brutal and unwarranted, saying that the community was not given any notice or opportunity to respond. The affected community members are now calling on the authorities to provide alternatives and compensation for their losses. Mayor Kalangu has promised to take the matter to court and seek justice for the community. The situation highlights the need for greater protection and support for vulnerable communities in the face of urban development and gentrification. A total of 1.8 trillion naira has been disbursed by the Federation Account Allocation Committee, FAC, to the 3 tiers of government in June 2025 as monthly revenue allocation. A statement signed by the Director of Press and Public Relations, Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, Mr. Bawa Mokwa, showed that the revenue was shared at the July 2025 FAC meeting held in Abuja. The statement indicates that the total distributable revenue comprised distributable statutory revenue of 1.018 trillion, distributable value-added tax fees revenue of 631.5 billion naira, electronic money transfer levy revenue of 29 billion naira, exchange difference revenue of 38.8 billion naira, and 100 billion naira augmentation from non-mineral revenue. The communique issued at the end of the meeting stated that from the total percent distributable revenue, the federal government received 645 billion naira, the state government received 607 billion naira. The local government councils received 444 billion naira, while the sum of 120.7 billion naira was shared to the benefiting states at 13% derivation revenue of mineral resources. The report disclosed that in June 2025, companies' income tax, petroleum profit tax, electronic money transfer levy increased significantly, while oil and gas royalty, value-added tax, import duty, excise duty, and levies decreased considerably. The Etsu of Kwali, Mr. Luka Ayedo Nizisan, has emphasized the importance of sports in resolving conflicts, youth restiveness, and crime. He made this statement while kicking off the finals of the first edition of the Amijap Football Competition Cup 2025 in Kwali Area Council FCT. Our correspondent again, Abdullah Mukhtar, completes the story.
The competition, which featured 11 teams from across the 10 wards of Kwali Area Council, was sponsored by Engineer Pius Aminu, Managing Director and Chief Executive of Amijab Nigeria Limited. The traditional monarch noted that such competitions serve as community stabilizers and help in resolving conflicts, youth restiveness, and crime.
I have to identify with the demography. I'm also a youth like them, and I have come to give them hope and to tell them that I'm part of them and that what they are doing is not a wasteful venture and that we support them. I've come to throw support because of its essence. in our community.
Engineer Faiz Aminu echoed similar sentiments, describing football as a unifying factor that engages youths and has become a multi-billion-dollar business. He encouraged people to invest in football, highlighting its potential for growth and development.
We have to use football to encourage our youths to remove their minds from crime, to concentrate. It's a career, as far as I'm concerned. Football is a career, very fulfilling, benefiting career that we should encourage our youths to engage themselves in.
Mr. Nuhu Daniel Kwali, the incumbent Speaker of Kwali Legislative Arm and APC standard bearer for the 2026 chairmanship election, expressed his belief that sports helps keep youth away from crime. Mr. Atero Stephen, captain of Academy Staff Football Club, couldn't contain his excitement after winning the competition.
I feel that even in 2026, by the time the youth are able to put me into the office, and I succeed as elected the chairman of Cholera Council, we will continue to give a priority to sports activities, not only football.
Football now is not a business game. There are many people, life, family, many generation life changed in this game. So he started it. I pray the next people that will come will follow the footsteps and do same.
The competition saw Academy Stars Football Club emerge as winners, defeating Ortega Academy Football Club 1-0. Colo Football Club took third place after defeating BG Football Club. The event concluded with the presentation of trophies and medals to winners, runners-up, and third-place finishers, as well as consolation prizes for all participating teams and officials. Abdullahi Mukhtar, Aso Television News.
And that does it all on Aso Briefing for today. Many thanks for watching. I am Richard Alechinwanyebe.